Okay, hey everyone. So Graham showed the statics. I'm somewhere in between what Aaron is doing and what Graham is doing. Aaron's working on our backend system and all the data stuff and creating collections, deleting them, and I'm wiring them up to Graham's components right now. So what you're seeing here is mostly driven by data that's actually coming from the backend from the things we have right now on collections. So what we have right now is that we got three root collections, one for favorites, one for orgs, and one for personal. And these are, correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron, created automatically when someone signs in for the first time and they don't have collections. Like by
That's
default,
correct.
everyone will have. Yeah.
Yep.
So by
And then
default, everyone.
a user who's invited to the organization would not have a new organization collection created, but they would have their favorites and personals created.
Cool. Thank you.
I think it's
Um,
confusing to have favorites before I've created any favorites.
yeah, this is something that me and Graham were talking about yesterday because the design wasn't necessarily reflecting 100% what we have right now as data. But I think there's ways we can work around this not looking right.
Mhm.
One
Yeah,
of
I
the
guess
things
it'll
that
do this work anyway on the left part.
one of the things I've done, Andy, is I've got we're calling them the kind of section accordion, but you see the personal's got a little arrow next to it. I've created just a variant for that keeps the rhythm that is just plain text. So if we just wanted to treat these as labels as opposed to actually collapsible elements and then just rely on the sidebar accordion, which is organization, favorites, and personal, they've got a little icon next to them, we could do that as well. So we could reshuffle the components we've got to find a solution.
And small implementation detail, as the tree endpoint comes online, the three collections that we see here actually kind of disappear. We could think of them almost as the group headers up above.
Yep.
It would be what you put into your favorites would show there, not the favorites is just kind of the root node, which the user should never even really see.
Makes
Yep.
sense.
Thanks for
And
pointing that, Aaron. I was gonna mention that I did this so I can switch between them because we can't create sub collections yet, and these are the only three I have. But these would basically become these groupings, and you shouldn't have to see the root collection because you can't even delete them or move them. They're just there. So that's what we have right now, three collections. We also have endpoints to start new smart chats in a collection and tie it to that collection. So I can go to this org and I can start a new smart chat. I'm gonna ask everyone to disregard whatever's going on with the styling, please. We're doing some CSS resets for the new design, and we just need to fix up a couple of things here. This is like an hour of work to fix up the page. We just haven't gotten to it, but things are still working. Don't worry about it. And we can get them looking nice again very quickly. But this thread is basically created inside the collection I was just in, the organization collection, and associated with it. And of course, we can, fetch the threads for an organization. So that's what we have right now in terms of endpoints and connecting endpoints, meaning what the server can provide for the front end for the page here. The next steps are for us to be able to create sub collections, and that's where the magic starts to happen, where you can group stuff. And Aaron, what's next in line?
Next in line for collections work is, yeah, the sub collections work, which is done, and it's being tested with the tree endpoint. Um, and then the ability to put the assets into the collections. And then the next thing after that is the ability to kind of add, to curate which collection a thread is in. So you could specifically add this thread to a different one, or um, and so forth. And as
Cool.
far as the
Thank you.
demo goes, next up is you with the dynamic smart chats with child collections.